Hey guys, Chris Andersen here from the 3-Gun Nation Pro Series, and in today's Rainier Arms 3-Gun Pro Tip, we're going to talk about something I call being ready to shoot. It's one of the fundamentals that I think are going to take your skills to the next level in action shooting, and one of the biggest mistakes I see new shooters make when they come into the sport. I've got a couple of drills set up. We're going to show you some of the differences, different ways to approach shooting positions, and hopefully take your skills to the next level. So stay tuned, and let's take a look. So in the first drill I'm going to show you, I have a couple of things happening. I have an MGM BC zone downrange at 10 yards. I have my shooting box here, and I'm going to start downrange a ways and run into the shooting position and shoot the target. We're going to do this two different ways. First, the wrong way. Typically when I see new shooters approach a shooting position, they're coming into this position with their gun down. They get to where they want to be, and then they raise their gun and shoot the target. There's a lot of time lost there. What we're going to do in the perfect scenario is approach this shooting position with our gun all the way up. Our sight's acquired a step or two before we enter the position, so the instant that I'm in the position, my gun is on target and I'm ready to shoot, and no time is wasted. So let's take a look at that on the clock and we'll see what the difference looks like.
Shooter, are you ready? Stand by. Shooter, are you ready? Stand by.
So in the second arrangement, I have an obstructed shooting array. I've got a wall essentially here made out of these barrels that'll simulate any kind of wall or barricade you might see in a match. The same target downrange, but I can't see it until I'm past this wall. But I approach this position in the same way as I would the open shooting position. I do a couple of things. My gun is up. I'm far enough away from the barricade so that I can have my arms extended and have my sight, so the instant I clear the barrel, I'm able to shoot. The other thing is, since I have advanced knowledge of where the target is, I'm going to usually use something on the barricade to cheat a little bit to pick out my shooting position. So as I approach these barrels, I'm doing two things. The first thing I'm doing is shutting down, getting my footing, coming in a good stable position. My eyes then are going to transition to a point on the barrel that I've chosen. So in other words, I know as I come around the barrel, there's typically some kind of a nick somewhere that's right in line with where the target's going to be, which I can see before I see the target. So I'm going to cue in on that, have my sights on that nick, and so then the instant I clear it, there's the target and I can shoot. So let's take a look at that at speed. So I think you're going to find that this particular skill is going to make the biggest leap in your shooting performance of just about anything you can learn. Being ready to shoot when you come into a shooting position is one of the most important things you can do in action shooting. I know that I personally found quantum leaps in my ability level whenever I was able to do this consistently. So put it on the clock in your home range. By all means, videotape yourself as well and take a look at what you're doing when you come into these positions, and I think you're going to find that this skill is going to be one of the most important you can learn. So thanks for watching. We'll see you again in a few more weeks for another Rainier Arms 3-Gun Pro Tip.